something else up in the sky, and it's not human.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the official trailer for Predator: Killer of Killers. And this is a really odd movie. Good odd, but odd nonetheless. Because think about it for a second. What franchise has been saved by a streaming channel that you know of? Off the top of my head, I think Community was renewed on Yahoo, and that didn't go very well at all. But it's fairly unusual. But Hulu's not only done it with the Predator franchise, it's done it with the Alien franchise. Remember Alien Romulus? That was a Hulu movie, but 20th Century Studios decided to release it in theaters, and it did very well. And I should mention, it's also a movie I didn't particularly like. I didn't think it was terrible, didn't think it was great either, and I think the finale overreached. It was orientated way too much toward fan service for my liking. It was enjoyable, but could have been so much better, especially considering Fede Alvarez was the director as well as the co-writer. In any case, it did well. Though prior to Alien Romulus, Hulu released Prey, which took place in the Predator universe, and it was a rousing success for the streaming channel. And the reason why I think it was so successful was that it simply looked at the character logically, which is to say, what happens if the Predator has been on Earth for millennia, appearing in certain periods and doing their hunting thing? And that begat all sorts of interesting changes because the technology level shifts as well. So the Predator that appears in films like Prey looks very dissimilar to the Predator that appears in The Predator or Predators, so on and so forth. The technology shifts, and this provides a way of individualizing the Predator. And this is something that filmmakers up to this point have never done. A Predator looks like a Predator or looks like a Predator. They looked all the same before Prey. And Prey just changed the whole dynamic because, once again, technology shifts. Technology changes. It was brilliant. It should have been thought of. It's not that brilliant, but nonetheless, very clever stuff. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for Predator: Killer of Killers.
My son, tell me why we fight.
Because our enemy still lives.
You all have traveled far and missed the warmth of home.
I'm not crazy about the animation.
But tonight, think of only one thing. Killing the monster.
You're not hearing me. There's something else up in the sky, and it's not human.
I pray you bloody your spear tonight. You are ready now. There's only one way to kill it. We must fight together.
Here we go. What happens if we survive?
Well, that was the official trailer for Predator: Killer of Killers, and by my reckoning, it manages to do a really important thing, among the other important things I already mentioned. Namely, it makes the predator not central to the story. And that's important because unlike with, let's say, the predator is not the star of the movie. He's important as an antagonist, but it's not really his show. It's the show of the people who come against him, who have to fight him. This is what's at the heart of the Predator movies. And it's a balance that needs to be maintained. If you change it into something like, once again, Predators, where the Predator becomes more like comic relief at points, that doesn't work. The Predator is primarily there to challenge, to engage the protagonist. That's their entire point. The story is not necessarily about it. It is about what brings people to face it. It sounds like I'm mincing words, but I'm really not. And it's a huge chasm of difference. In any case, Predator Badlands is coming, which tweaks the formula even more, and I can't wait to see it. So what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like, follow, or buy me a coffee.